Hey guys, I am back now without Mr. Gatsby. We are going to continue with our project using what we learned last time. We are going to do a still life. So a still life is basically when you set up some objects and then you look at them, they don't move, you don't move them, and then you just draw them. So I'm going to show you an example. This is a famous still life. Let me see if I can make this bigger. This is Paul Cézanne, and you can see he just set this up. So it's a stool, maybe a dish towel, some fruit, and a jar. So that's his still life. He was very famous for still lifes. Here is kind of like what we did last time, where we did the shapes. They set these up. And then here is another still life I found online. I liked this one. I like lemons and yellow. And we are going to do a still life. Whoops. We're going to do a still life of some things that maybe we have a lot of at home. We've been seeing a lot, or we've been hearing in the news, things that are really wanted right now. So you can see there's hand sanitizer, soap, Clorox wipes, Lysol spray, and toilet paper. Guys, I don't know if you realize, but what's happening right now in the world, this is going to be written in history books when you guys are older. And you are a part of this. And maybe when you are old, you'll be able to tell your grandkids what it was like to not be able to leave your house, that you had to do school online, that you couldn't play with your friends, that you were always washing your hands and using hand sanitizer and disinfecting everything, and your mom couldn't find toilet paper at the store because everybody was buying it. This is a really interesting time right now, and this is a good way to document it. So maybe if you want to save your picture, you can have like a piece of history. So we are going to draw this. I'm going to draw it on my paper, and you can follow along with me. Or you can find stuff around your house like this, set it up, and look at it, and draw it. You can choose, and if you just want to follow along with me, that is fine. So I'm going to try to set up my screen so we can see my picture and as I'm drawing. So hold on just a second. Okay, we're back. This is the best I can do. So here's my paper and our picture over there. And actually, I'm going to turn, you can do it either way. The picture is portrait. I think I'm going to do mine horizontal. So I'm going to start, let's see, can you see if I do it in pencil? Not really. So I'm going to do it in Sharpie. Okay, we are back, and I have my paper and our picture here, and you can follow along with me, or if you just want to watch how I do it and then set up your own still life, you can do that as well. So I've turned my paper portrait. You can see this picture over here is portrait also, so that means it's tall. So we are going to start with maybe just making the basic spots to make sure everything fits in here. So I'm going to use a pencil for this, and if you're using a pencil, you want to do it really lightly, almost like you're brushing a feather on the paper, okay? So let me get this out of the way. All right, so I'm going to say that the table is right here, just really lightly. Maybe I'll even zoom this in. I don't know if I can zoom in. Let's see. I'm just going to bend it so you can see my lines. Okay, let me get this back. Okay, I'm going to draw them dark, but you guys draw them light. Okay, so there's the table. This will be the table. This will be the curtain in the background. Then I'm going to say that my toilet paper is going to take up this spot. I'm just going to make little blobs. And then my soap is next to the toilet paper. I'm going to put it right here. My hand sanitizer, if you look over, it doesn't go all the way to where the soap was at the bottom. It's about here. And then actually the soap comes a little more down. And again, these do not need to be perfect. We're just kind of practicing. We haven't done many still lifes in class. I'm going to do the toilet paper tube right here. And this was my soap. Here I'll put my Clorox wipes right here and my my Lysol spray right there. Okay, so now I'm going to back this up. And I'm going to move to my Sharpie. So this is when you would draw like normal. You don't have to do it so light anymore. Okay, so let's start with the toilet paper. It's kind of, I don't know, one of the first things we see. It's kind of light. So I'm going to start with an oval. And then another oval inside for the tube. And I'm going to do this side going straight down. And I'm going to do this smiley face line here, like the bottom. And we can only kind of see it. There's a piece of toilet paper in front of it, but the toilet paper is kind of see-through. So we're going to bring that over here and just kind of wiggle it over here. And then a straight line over, like a diagonally line. And these are all going to look different. When we're done, we will share them. And then I'm going to kind of wiggle up here, wiggle around here to the side of the toilet paper. Maybe I'll make like a line there so it looks like it's folded. All right, so that's the toilet paper. Now, actually, let's add, get this crayon out of here. We'll add some curved, almost like letter C lines over there. So it looks like there's the pieces of toilet paper rolled up in there. All right, then I'm going to go to the soap. So it's right next to the toilet paper. So I'm going to put a straight line right next to it. And then the other side right here. And then a smiley face line here. And then I'm going to do the little black lid, the part of the lid. So I'm going to do two straight lines and then a smiley face line and a smiley face line. And then I'm going to connect them by kind of curving. Okay, and then I'll do this part, two straight lines. And I'm going to do kind of, what would this shape be? A skinny sideways U. Kind of looks like a bicycle seat. And then I will kind of curve it down for the spout. And then I'm going to do two lines right here that go behind. And then I'm going to make straight lines down because of the little ridges. And I'm going to make a kind of curved line here. It doesn't go all the way back, but it'll make it look kind of curved. And then I'll put the label. And I'm just going to write soap, but you don't have to do this. Or you can try to make it the label like it actually says. Maybe I'll draw a picture. Okay. Then I'm going to scoot over to the Clorox wipes. So that is going to come out from the side of, or from behind the soap. And then you can see a little bit of it over here. And then it's going to go straight up. And then I'm going to do an oval connecting this part. But you could have also done a little bit of a rainbow line and a little bit of a smiley line. All right, then I'm going to do the lid. So I'm going to do that smiley line there. And then I'm going to do another smiley line, and it's going to go behind the soap spout. This is going to be the label, and then the label will end down here. And I'm going to do kind of like the logo. And remember, if it's behind the soap, you just pick up your pencil and go behind it. And I'll leave that for now. Maybe I'll put the little line for where it opens up. All right, then let's do the Lysol. So this is basically touching the Clorox, but it's taller. So we're going to go up a little taller, and then maybe to the middle of the toilet paper. I'm going to scoot over a little bit. If you look in the picture, if you follow the line, where's my mouse, of this down, it goes straight in the middle of the toilet paper. But if you look at mine, if I went into the middle or down the middle, it would be really skinny, and I don't think I want it that skinny. So I'm going to change it just a little and scoot out to the edge of the toilet paper tube. All right, and then let's see. To make it easy, let's just make a oval, and let's do the cap, smiley face line, and then at the edge, let's do almost like a mix between a V and a U. And then we will, if these didn't connect, you can connect those. And then on that pencil line that I did for the oval, I'm going to connect that. So if you did a pencil line here, you could erase this part. And then we're going to go keep tracing on that pencil line. And then I'm going to go with this way. This is getting kind of weird, so if it doesn't look like this, don't freak out. And then I'm going to connect. And please remember, you can push pause, and if you get frustrated, just, I don't know, don't get frustrated. This is supposed to be fun, so if you get frustrated, stop, maybe walk around the house, and pet a cat if you have a cat, and then try again. Or just, here's my other one that I drew quickly. Just make this Lysol wipe look like this. Pretend it has the lid on. Okay? You don't have to do all that crazy stuff if it's getting too, maybe just the older kids could do this. Okay, so here I am, and I'm going to go connect this back here, and then I'm going to make this go down. And I'm going to make a line here, and I don't know. So that's like the little spray button. That was kind of complicated. Maybe just put the lid on, so you can just do like this. And the lid would be on the Lysol. Okay, so now we're going to do the toilet paper tube. And the one in the picture is kind of crushed. You can try doing that. I'm going to do just a regular one. So I'm going to come, let me scoot the paper over, right here and make an oval. This is probably the easiest part of our drawing. And then a diagonal line, and then the same angle of this diagonal line. So if you take a pencil, you just move it down and make it go in the same way. And then a curved line to connect it. And then you can see the toilet paper tubes have those lines in them where they are put together. So I'm going to do two lines like that, kind of curved like a candy cane. And so there's my toilet paper tube. Now I'm going to do the hand sanitizer. So I'm going to come